Good afternoon, folks. How you all doing today? Murray Minter 75 here again. I'm back for another match day vlog, guys. Big game today, guys. We're playing away from home against Celtic today. I've got to be honest, guys, I'm not feeling confident about this today. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting kind of game purely because I think there's going to be a lot of football played. I really do think there's going to be a lot of football played. Whether or not it's going to be Hibs that score the goals, I really just don't know. I really do hope that, you know, we go into the game fully confident, because I mean we really should be confident at the fact that, you know, we play good football against Celtic, but the difference is this time we're really, I'm just not convinced by the form recently. We just seem to be really struggling just now. I don't know what it is. You know, we got a good win there against Dundee on Wednesday night, but I think it's 3 wins out of 11 games I was hearing, and that to me is just, it's no great form, especially, you know, the way that we were playing in the beginning of the season, playing good football, and just, you know, I don't know. I don't know how today's going to go. You know, I am confident in a degree that, you know, we can get a, you know, we could get a, maybe nick a point. I'm being honest, if you gave me a point now, I'd probably bite your hand off. I'd bite your hand off more for a 1-0 win, to be honest. But I don't know. You know, Celtic just now are playing head and shoulders above everybody else in the SPL. Let's not make any qualms about it. Yeah, they lost their unbeaten run under Brendan Rodgers to Hearts a couple of weeks ago, which, I mean, was fully deserved. I'm not going to take that away from Hearts. You know, I can't take that away from them. That was really the start of their revival, I think, and you know, they're playing good football sort of since then, and obviously they put us at the Cup as well, which, you know, as a Hibs fan is never great, but, you know, we managed in a lot of ways. You know, we played them the week before Hearts beat them 2-0 down, came back to 2-2. You know, the second time that this season in the league that we've drew 2-2 with them. So that's ground there to feel confident. You know, it's ground to actually go on and actually think, you know what, we can get a result today. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I think that, you know, if we start playing, if we get the ball down, play some decent football, we're in with a chance. But equally, we have to be really, really tight today. My big worry, I'm not going to lie, and I didn't really want to get on his case because he's probably one of the better players that we've had this season, but I really fear that if Efe Ambrose is playing fullback, then I do worry. Then, get me wrong, I like Efe Ambrose. I think he's a decent defender, but it's when it gets to a point where he's hit that wee bit of a spell where you think, what, he can actually do a wee bit of, you know, he's doing really, really well, and then his head goes in the clouds and he thinks that he's a world beater. Then, get me wrong, Efe Ambrose makes the game look unimaginably easy at times, but there is times where he does the hardest things that he makes it look easy, and the easiest things he just seems to mess up all the time, and unfortunately that is not what we need today against a team that, you know, the record speaks for itself. The football they play under Brendan Rodgers speaks for itself. I've heard people say, but they're not doing it consistently in the Champions League. That's a hard thing to do. Especially the last couple of seasons Celtic have gone into the Champions League, they've drawn really, really good teams. Look at this season, PSG and Bayern Munich in the same group. I mean, you were never going to get anything for that. Let's be wholeheartedly honest here. Not even on your best day would you get anything against these teams. And I mean, you talk about it, it's not exactly something that I think a lot of people really go into a lot of detail. I think most people just kind of see the finances of all clubs. Yes, Celtic's budgets go above and beyond probably anything any Scottish football fan can ever actually dream of, but I don't know. I don't think finance has got a lot to do with it. Yes, you bring in a lot of good players, but equally, they good players have got to gel, they've got to be a team, they've got to play decent football, they've got to have the right direction to go in. You can have all the money in the world, but if you're not making a team, then it's not worth having, to be honest. But that's just my opinion. So my prediction at this point, as I say, I would love a 1-1 draw. A draw, any score would be great. If we could sneak a 1-0, that would be great as well, to be honest. But we're just going to have to wait and see what happens, guys. I'll leave the vlog at this point just now. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you that good bit of news that I like doing. By the way, I'm going to be doing 2 videos today. I'm doing a bit of discussion later on about regarding Michael O'Neill and the Scotland job. Please keep an eye out for that. I'm going to try and do both videos round about the same time as well. But I'm going to leave it at this point now for the vlog. And I'll see you all at 5 o'clock, guys. And please remember that one thing and that one thing only. Come on the Hibs, come on the Hibees, come on. Good afternoon, folks. Guys, sorry for the lateness of my vlog. I just found yesterday after the match I was in no fit mood to really film, to be honest. Watched the game on Periscope again yesterday, and to be honest, folks, I just don't know where Hibs go for here, to be honest. I think if yesterday didn't say to you that we need an out-and-out goal scorer, then nothing else will. You know, I watched the game yesterday. It was a really good game of football. We were I felt we were really unlucky to lose a goal. It had to be Leigh Griffiths that scored it. You know, that was just bound to have happened. But you know that we've conceded the goal. There was times, certainly in the first half, you know, we were getting in behind Celtic. You know, we're getting right in behind their back line, and we just couldn't finish. I didn't want to sound like I'm being really nippy, but it just seemed yesterday Brandon Barker couldn't finish his dinner, to be honest. Him and Martin Boyle just couldn't finish his dinner. Martin Boyle, I don't even care if Martin Boyle was playing yesterday. That shows how bad I am. But no, that's the problem that Hibs have got just now. You know, we're having loads and loads of play, but we're not clinical enough. We are not clinical enough in front of goal, and I just don't know if we've got plans to either get rid of Anthony Stokes, then we need to have somebody else here to replace him, because if we get rid of Anthony Stokes, we've really only got Simon Murray there as an out-and-out goal, like a real goal threat. And I mean, didn't get me wrong, I know Ollie Shaw's came in and you know, he's playing well, but Ollie Shaw's he's unproven, really. Let's be honest. You know, he's a young man, and yeah, he scored a few goals. His movement off the ball is really good. He can win a header. The biggest criticism I've got of him is the fact that he tends to drift in and out of games. When he's in the game, really effective, but when he's out of the game, it just doesn't seem to work. So, I don't know. I just don't know where we go from here. I mean, I really do hope that Lenny's got plans to bring somebody else in before Wednesday's deadline, because we really need a goal scorer. You know, the next game's against Motherwell at home, and to be honest with you guys, I'm looking forward to that game. You know, I'm looking forward to getting back to Easter Road, because it's been so long since we've all been there. It's unbelievable. But again, the winter break has to contribute to that. As you all know, I had a rant about the winter break yesterday. I just didn't see what I'd done for Scottish football. I didn't see what I'd done for us as a club. I just think that it caused a lot. It's just going to cause a lot of fixture congestion. Yeah, granted, now we don't have the Scottish Cup to worry about, but now, I mean, we really need to go and just. We'll have to go full throttle in the league now and get as high up the league as we possibly can. Yeah, I'm going to talk about something here, guys. I don't want to talk about, but it was so apparent yesterday that this was the opinion of quite a lot of Hibs supporters yesterday. And for these Hibs supporters, I've said it for quite a lot of things, but I'm going to say it again. For everybody wanting Neil Lennon out of Hibs, you really need to go and have a word with yourself. I mean, really. I heard so many people yesterday saying, you know, sack Alan Stubbs, sack Neil Lennon and bring back Alan Stubbs. Now, I'm sorry, guys. This is where I am going to have it. I'm going to have a wee word here, because Alan Stubbs, yes, Alan Stubbs for me will forever be a legend because he won the Scottish Cup with Hibs. There's no getting away for that. No getting away for that whatsoever. But that papered over the cracks. He had 2 attempts to get us out of the Championship. He failed both times. Right? Now, yes, he won the Cup. He lost the League Cup final as well. So, did the Cup finals paper over the cracks for league campaign? Certainly in the second season, I think they do. Because, yeah, the Cup runs took a lot out of the team. We were struggling in games. But the big problem that Alan Stubbs had was the fact that when Plan A wasn't working, he didn't have a Plan B. Plan B was do Plan A better, basically, sort of thing. And in some ways, teams liked playing Hibs because all they had to do was sit back, 2 backs of 4, or a 5-man back line, and it made it really, really hard for Hibs to play football. And especially if they got a goal in front, they were under no obligation to go for the game. The only way that Hibs actually were able to play football in a lot of the Championship games under Alan Stubbs was by scoring first, because then that brought teams out. That brought teams out playing to actually play football, which we then could exploit. Yeah, I'm not disputing that you can't argue with his record, especially when it comes to big matches, derby matches, again, Scottish Cup, League Cup, all that jazz. But Alan Stubbs, for me, if he hadn't won the Scottish Cup, we would have been calling for his head. And that is my own personal opinion, and I'm quite passionate about that. I do believe that if he hadn't won the Scottish Cup, we would have been calling for his head. But speaking about Lenny, Lenny's the kind of manager, Lenny knows that, he wants to play good football. You can see that in the way that he approaches the game. He wants to play good football. Sometimes it's not always possible. Lenny showed that in games against Hearts, that it is going to be a battle. Yeah, granted, the last one, we didn't battle as much as what we have the last couple. But in the previous 9 derbies, that's what Hibs had done. They battled off the ball, you know, they'd done the individual stuff. You know, they battled. But for me, Lenny, statistically, who's better in Scottish football than Neil Lennon? Who's won as many honours as both a player and a manager than Neil Lennon in Scottish football just now? You can't even say Brendan Rodgers has, because Brendan Rodgers, yeah, he won the treble last season, but Brendan Rodgers, his first season in charge, he's won a 4th trophy this season, but still, Neil Lennon trumps him. Do you know what I mean? And it's just as I say, for people who are wanting Neil Lennon out of a job, I really think he's need to have a word. I really trust Neil Lennon. I completely get what he's trying to do at Hibs. I trust the board at Hibs now, which is a sentence I'd never thought I'd hear myself say. You know, Leon Dempster is probably the best thing that has happened to Hibs for a long, long time. And I do believe that they too have got the best interest at Hibs at heart. I think we're going to get stronger, you know, but bearing in mind, guys, this is our first season back in the top flight. If the season were to finish tomorrow and we're sitting in 4th spot, I'm delighted with that. Yeah, you want to be pushing up a wee bit, but let's be realistic. It's first season back in the top flight. As long as we stay in the top flight, that's all I care about. Top 6 places minimum, yeah, I'll give you that. If the season were to finish tomorrow, finishing in 4th, I'd be delighted. But anyway, I'm going to leave the vlog there, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please, by all means, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you know, click subscribe, press the bell icon beside the subscribe button. That'll let you know when I've uploaded. And that being said, guys, just please remember that one thing and that one thing only. Come on the Hibs. Come on the Hibees.